It has to be done in a responsible way. There's 4 administrations that haven't figured it out yet.
Thank you, Senator Tillis. Senator Hirono.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I thank all of the witnesses, and especially I would like to thank Ms. Kelly for your years of commitment to obtaining justice for your family and that of the other 9/11 families. I look at the numbers, and you know it's not that there are 39 people who have even been charged. So you have 39 who remain at Guantanamo. 13 have been approved for transfer. 14 continue to be held without charge. We haven't even managed to charge these people in decades. So what we're left with are 12 who are currently in the military commission system, which the witnesses have testified does not work. So out of the 39 who remain at Guantanamo, 27 should be transferred. 780 men were detained since January 11th. 532 were released by President Bush. 97 were released during the Obama administration. So the bottom line is we have 12 people who are in the commission system, costing the American taxpayers almost $14 million per detainee per year, compared to about $78,000 per year for prisoners in a supermax prison in the United States. I don't see how you can escape the conclusion that there has got to be a better way. And I know that President Bush wanted to close Guantanamo Bay. We've had different administrations wanting to do that. We talk about responsibly closing Guantanamo. And one of the suggestions made by Ms. Kelly and others is that we pursue plea agreements. So I have a question for General Baker. Would a plea agreement be a feasible alternative for the 12 detainees who are in the commission system?
So, thank you for your question, Senator. I want to preface my answer with I don't represent any of the 12 that are charged.
Could you speak into your mic, please?
Yeah. I want to clarify that I don't speak for any of the 12 that are charged. They have their own defense counsel. But the answer to your question, could a plea agreement resolve these cases? Yes.
And could you talk about, with the other experience you've had, the time that it would be needed to reach a possible plea agreement versus the time that would be needed to complete the military commission's proceedings?
Sorry to laugh, but that's a great question, because we don't know how long it's going to take to finish these cases. There's a lot of focus is on, when are the trials going to be over? That's just stage one. There's an appellate process too. So you can add, 15 to 20 years. I think Ms. Justin is actually probably better positioned to answer how quickly you can reach a plea agreement, because she successfully did so almost 10 years ago.
Would you like to add to this conversation, Ms. Justin?
Thank you, Senator. It really is something that is possible to be accomplished if there's the will to do it. In our case, the military prosecutor with whom we worked was a detailed Department of Justice national security prosecutor who had a lot of experience in Article III courts prosecuting terrorists. One thing that we've heard a lot about during this hearing is federal court prosecution of people charged with terrorism crimes. And I'd like to just note for the record that since 9/11, over almost 1,000 cases have been indicted in the federal courts. These prosecutors are experienced and they know how to handle these cases. It is a very effective system, and it is a system that is in conformance with the Constitution and follows the rule of law. In the military commission system, if there is a will to accomplish this, I would recommend to the administration that they involve DOJ and get DOJ prosecutors involved to negotiate these dispositions, because I think it will move more quickly. But the bottom line, Senator, is that if there is a will, this can be done, and it can be done quickly, but there has to be the will.
What you're describing is the better way. And by the way, is there anything that currently prohibits the government or defense counsel from reaching a negotiated plea agreement? General Baker?
Absolutely not.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. There is a better way. I think it is time for us to get our heads out of the sand regarding Guantanamo and close Guantanamo. Thank you.
Thanks, Senator Hirono. We understand that 2 Republican senators